Today we're going to talk about the top 10 things to do on NCL Escape right after this. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises with
Meg.
So we are here today. We're going to be talking about the top 10 things to do on NCL Escape. If you love cruising and you're really interested in getting information about different cruise ships and different cruise experiences, please consider subscribing and joining us here on this journey.
Or if you don't love cruising yet, allow us to help you fall in love with it.
Yeah, come on a cruise with us and you'll have a blast. So again, we're going to talk about the top 10 things we think there are to do on NCL's Escape. So I'm going to kick it off with number one. We're going to go back and forth here. So my all-time favorite show I've ever seen on a cruise ship, and there's a lot of reasons for that. Not just because it's the best production show or the best stage. This show just has everything. It has crowd interaction. There's all kinds of things going on. It is Choir of Man on NCL Escape. So in this one, when you come into the theater, it is set up like a pub, whether it's a British pub or Irish pub, whatever you're feeling. And the actors from the show are up on stage working the pub. And when you come in, they greet you with a beer. So they come out and they deliver beers to the audience, which is just an amazing experience. And then if you sit in the front row or very close, you're going to kind of be in on the action. We don't want to give away everything. But by far, this is the best show I've ever seen on a cruise ship, just for like the fun aspect of it. And it's like songs that you know and love that they're singing, and it's just so much fun.
I can't say anything better than that. It's also my favorite show I've ever seen on a cruise ship. And that's saying something because we've seen a lot of shows.
We have.
Number two, now if you watched our video about the dining ranking, you will not be surprised by this, but order the duck from the bistro. Truth be told, there are a ton of great things to eat, but just the duck's incredible. I've gotten it multiple times. It's so good. And I've also had the duck on Royal Caribbean, and this one is better.
There you go. And also when we do some of these things, and we try to make most of these things that are no additional cost, Le Bistro does have a cover charge when you go there, just so that you're aware of that. Number three is a really fun thing to do. So if you watch any of our videos, you know that I make fun of the art displays on the cruise ships, because Park West is on every cruise ship, every single one. They're all the same. It's all the same pictures. They do the same, like, how much does this weigh? I don't know why we don't remember how much things weigh, and then we could win that every time.
Because we never go to the
thing. Yeah, we
to
actually
find out
never
the
got to find out. That's fair. But the one fun thing that I think Norwegian does is they do an art scavenger hunt, where there are different things in all the pictures. You get a little piece of paper, and then you and your team goes around and you kind of find either the imperfections or different things in each of the paintings. And it does a few things. One, it kind of teaches you a little bit about the art that you're looking at, which is cool, because otherwise it's a snooze. And then the other thing is it's something fun to do with like your family or friends.
Unless you're really competitive and you choose to do one by yourself to
Correct.
see who can do it faster.
And then when and if you win this, and we've won this a couple times, you get a print of one of the paintings, which is really fun. And you could take it home and you get like a free little piece of art.
Yep. I have two hanging up in my house because they're actually nice little prints, and they give you a little piece of paper that explains what the painting is, who it's by, and all of those things. And they're nice. So I have them hanging up in my room.
There you go.
Number four, I have get a martini or your drink of choice, but the martini was perfectly made at the tobacco room. So that's a really fun room. They have really comfortable chairs. It's just a really great atmosphere. It's right next to the cigar room. Correct?
Yep, correct.
But it doesn't smell like cigarette smoke or
not at all.
Cigar smoke or anything like that. And they just make a really great martini, which is not always that easy to do.
Yep, it's a great spot. It's also right next to Sid Norman's Poorhouse, which is really fun and gets very crowded. Yes. And right by La Cucina there. So number five is spend an evening in the thermal spa. This is an additional cost. You can get a day pass at the thermal spa, or you can get a pass for the whole week. It's a few $100 for the week. But if there is an option for you to like make your cruise a little more special or a little bougie, this is something that I think is worth spending some money on.
Specifically going at night. So
Yes.
We've talked before about getting a day pass and going, and when you get it, it's open for the whole time. On Escape, where the thermal spa is, you have a really great view of right out the front of the ship.
Correct.
And it's beautiful, and you can lay on the heated loungers. But what's really neat is when you go at night, it was so quiet whenever we went in there. And granted, we did go on Escape back in December when, like, this was not this past
not as
December,
many, not as many
before,
people
so there
were
were
there.
less people cruising, but more people would use it during the day, and at night it would be almost so empty. And being able to go into the snow room and the Himalayan salt room and then the whirlpool and the hot tub and then go to bed was just delightful. Slept like a baby.
Yeah, it's great. And the ceiling has little lights on it. It's really cool. It's a great place to spend an evening.
Number 6, we have attend a wine tasting. So John and I particularly both really love wine. So does my husband, who was on Escape with us. So we went to every wine tasting they had. We learned a lot. We tried them all. It was great. My personal favorites were the Black Glass blind tasting, which is so cool because you just don't know what you're drinking, and it really makes you use your other senses to figure it out. And then the one that I really loved, which was a little bit more fun, was the macaron tasting. So it paired different flavor macarons with different wines, and it was really neat. It was kind of like a cheese or chocolate, but a little fun twist on that.
Yeah.
It's great.
So the wine tastings are about $20 per person, and that you get like 6 glasses of wine, and they have no problem refilling your glasses.
We were very drunk.
Yeah, we were hammered at the wine tastings. And they're great. They do one almost every sea day. There's a Rydell glasses one, the black glass. There's a cheese one, a chocolate one.
The Rydell one was so good that I now own 6 Rydell glasses.
There you go.
Do you think of Greece every time you hear that? Like Rydell High? That's all I think about.
Oh, no, that's funny. Now I will. So the next one up is to go to the District Brew House and try the La Rubia Blonde Ale. So this is brewed specifically for NCL Escape. And I think, so the District Brew House, it's kind of funny when you get on the ship. I think this is one of the like hidden gems that people don't go to enough. There's live performers in there every night. It's just a cool space. There's like games on the tables. It's a cool space just to hang out and enjoy your evening.
It's like going to a cool brewery.
It is.
It's on the ship.
And it's right across from Food Republic. So after you eat $250 worth of food, you can go get a free beer over at the brew house.
Your stomach will just explode.
Yes.
It'll be great.
There you go.
Next, we have try the 3-story ropes course, including the 2 planks that go off the ship. Now, I will say that we are big ropes course people. We like to do all the things on the ship. This was closed when we were on Escape.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were redoing things or just because there were less people on board or the weather. It could have been a lot of factors. We were really disappointed because at least as of when we were on the ship, it was the largest ropes course at sea. I think it still is.
I think so too.
Yeah. So we were really excited to try it. It was closed. So that's even more reason why you should go try it and then tell me all about it.
Yeah.
Love to see some videos.
So speaking of Food Republic, try the black truffle braised short rib dumplings. So there are a million things on the menu at Food Republic. It's going to be very reminiscent if you ever go on Prima or Viva that's coming out. There's now an indulge food hall, basically where you sit down and you have an iPad and you could order from like 15 different restaurants.
I can't wait to try that.
So good. So Food Republic, the truffle braised short rib dumplings, really, really good. Check them out. Just don't order $200 of more food after that.
And our last of the 10 things you must do is race someone down the drop water slides. So on Escape, there are 2 of the water slides where you step in and they close the little gate and then the bottom falls out underneath and you go down. Important things to remember. I couldn't do it the first day because I had on the wrong kind of swimsuit. You need one that doesn't have any kind of metal or clasp or anything that can get stuck. Make sure you don't have any jewelry on there and that your hair, if it's long, is in a ponytail or tied up. But when you're on there, just so you know, they did tell us, oh, we'll count to 3 and then we'll let it go. I was commenting on how beautiful the view was when they just dropped it out from underneath me.
Yep.
My heart was in my stomach. It was terrifying, but in the best way possible. It was super fun. It was probably my favorite water slide I've done on a cruise ship. And I think I've done one on every cruise we've gone on that's had one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I highly recommend it. I was a little terrified to go do it a second time, but it was a lot of fun.
There you go. So those are 10 things. Now, there are a million other things to do on Escape.
Oh my God, there's so many.
It's such a great cruise ship. It's one of our favorite cruise ships. So go check it out. Explore everything. Come back and tell us what your favorite thing to do was.
Or tell us when you're going if you want some
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, if you
Take
want
a
us to
group
go
trip.
with you,
Let's
we'll
go
go
on
with
Escape.
you.
Yeah.
We got nothing going on. So check it out. Let us know what you think. And if you have any questions or have any concerns or anything, drop a comment below and we will check them out.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.